Alrighty, welcome back to Weenie Trades. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my trade of the month, how I planned it, what I was looking for, how I executed on it, and then I'm going to be talking about the China stocks and giving a technical analysis of BABA, BIDU, NIO, and JD. So let's get right into the video. Let's talk about the trade of the month, Google. Google had an amazing earnings report just a few weeks ago, and we made a nice good high, but then pulled back. We held some support at 26.88. Do you see that? So we've been nothing but range bound for quite a long time. And I've been building up quite a big Google position, and today it's decided to take off. Once we're breaking the upper end of the range and we're gapping up, and we have the QQQ ETF, QQQ gapping up, NASDAQ gapping up over these highs. If we just check over here, right here, we're gapping up, we're pressing for those highs. We're in a nice good bullish pattern. We've got these highs, we got higher lows coming up into that level. We start to break out and squeeze. Nice good move on the Qs to have the wind on my back for Google. So Google, really important to capitalize on this trade because the all-time high breakout setup is one of my most profitable and favorite setups. That's why I like to size into those. No matter the market environment, I want to size into that. So Google bought the dip. I bought the dip, and then we started to break out over 27.60. At that point in time, I make the decision to buy calls, Google calls. And what that does is I'm basically saying, hey, I think Google is going to absolutely go on a trend day. It's going to rip, whatever it may be. We make a nice good flag pattern, nice good pennant. I tried to add right there. The liquidity is so bad. The spreads are really wide. Google sometimes has $3 to $6 wide spreads, which means on an option contract, you might be paying about $300 to $600 just to get into that contract. And that cuts a lot of the profitability out in the trade, unless, of course, you catch a really big move. So nice, good pennant break on Google. And I just took my profits off right at 27.90, just in front of that 2800 psychological. Now, Google moved higher on the day. Oh, well, I guess it's somebody else's money, but it was a really awesome trade. Top 20 green day because of Google. And so the stars just kind of aligned. But the thing is, it's not all rosy. Google, I was positioned for this move earlier from last week. We had the pullback, we curled higher. I'm building my position, building my position, building my position. I've got a full position. We're closing at all-time highs on that day. I think it was 816, 817. And the next day, Google gapped down and then sold off. So, net, Google, mostly a scratch, but at least we were able to capitalize on it again today. Super proud of that trade. Let's get into the other stocks. So what do we talk about? BABA, China stocks. So China stocks could be at a pretty interesting dip buy level, but I just don't see the puking or capitulation just yet. So BABA, bearish downtrend. And just as when a stock starts to go parabolic, that's usually a great time to sell. Well, when the stock starts waterfalling like this, well, we've made our point. Okay, bears. Yep, we've got the descending triangle. We broke down, kickback rally, resistance. Now we made a strong new low. But I said, if you watched that Weenie Trades live, I said, BABA, I need it to turn this into a hammer candle. And that would be a potential reversal signal. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to reverse, but it's a hint that it might. And BABA, nice good move, closing right at the highs. I want to see if BABA can touch this resistance at about 163, 164. If BABA can go higher than that, 180 might be a stretch target, this prior resistance over the next coming weeks. So BABA, I do think it's due for a kickback rally, just a short-term one. I'm not expecting BABA to go back to 280 tomorrow or 300 tomorrow. That's going to take a really, really long time. So that's BABA. Let's check out BIDU, BIDU. BIDU, nice good move today on BIDU. We're just kind of chopping around, but closed near the highs of the day. Looking for BIDU to similar thing to BABA, oversold. Looking for a kickback rally up to 154 to 155, and that represents this prior breakdown area. So BIDU, more bullish. Otherwise, it's short term. But if BIDU's coming underneath 135, that's extremely bearish. NIO's a little bit more choppy on the daily time frame. So NIO, looking like it wants to test that 3950 resistance from the bottom side. Again, NIO's a little bit more sideways. I'd be leaning sideways to slightly bullish on NIO, unless, of course, we're coming underneath that 35 pivot. Then NIO is more bearish. And lastly, let's just check out JD. On the daily chart, little bit of a doji day, but closed above resistance 65.64. Again, strong downtrend as most of the China stocks, but we're coming into this consolidation area. Is this going to be a potential buy area? We will see in the coming weeks, but the risk to reward says to be buying, not selling these China stocks. That's just my take on it. Anything can happen. Just remember, there's opportunities and there's risks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Google trade, and lots of other great trades worked out today. Accidentally bought coin. I thought it was Square. Ended up working out. That was awesome. ServiceNow, killing it. PLTR, killing it. Semiconductors, NVIDIA, having a great day. So it's a very interesting Monday. Super thankful. And boy, it's days like today that really remind me why I love trading. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.